Welcome to our lecture online. In an ideal world, when you have all the time in the world and you have no other jobs or things to take care of, yes, you may have a lot of time to prepare for a test, and these are the ideal things you should be doing. But I do realize, and I've seen it in some of my own students, actually in many of my own students, they have jobs, sometimes part-time or full-time jobs, they have to pay the bills, the rent, all kinds of things that prevent them from being able to do what they need to do in order to do well. But with whatever time you have available, if possible, these are some of the things you should be looking to do in order to prepare for a test, any test, especially for the most important tests such as the JEE advanced tests. So what are some of the things we should be doing prior to the test? First of all, make a summary sheet of every concept, equation, name, law, principle, and key facts you need to know for the test and memorize them. So have in front of you all the things that you've learned up to the test that will be included, material that will be on the test, have it in a shortened form so you can look at it and memorize it so that when you end up with a name or a law or something on the test or in a test question, at least you immediately know what they're talking about, because if you didn't memorize it, you may not realize anymore what it was, and then you can't solve that problem. Secondly, list every type of problem encountered, establish the solution method, and memorize them. It turns out for every type of problem, especially in physics and mathematics, there's a specific way in which to solve that problem. And yes, learning the connection between the material that we have in front of us, the particular problem we have in front of us, and how to solve that problem, and then memorize those techniques and steps, that is extremely important. So you can just recognize what it is, and then go ahead and solve the problem, because you remember, for that type of problem, this is how you solve that. And that needs to be memorized as well. Thirdly, find sets of example questions or old exams and practice. Practice and practice. Practice makes perfect, that's what they say. And so find old exams, and for the JEE Advanced, there's lots of old exams you can look at. Find practice tests and use them. Just practice and practice and practice over and over again the problems until you become very efficient at it. 4, learn clever insights and shortcut methods. Again, on tests, quite often we are time constrained. We can't sit there and really work through each problem very systematically and take our time. We have to be quick. And sometimes if you can take a problem and quickly get to the important part and get to a shortcut method to solve the problem, you have that much more time for the other problems. So find clever techniques, and we'll go over some of those during our checks here on how to solve these types of problems. 5, use quick order of magnitude estimates to check your answers. In other words, sometimes you end up with an answer, you're not sure if it's correct or not, but often you can just quickly do a calculation in your head, takes about 5 or 10 seconds with rough numbers to see if your answer is somewhere in the ballpark, and if it's close to the one that you want to pick on the multiple choice answers versus the other ones that are far away from that quick check that you did. So sometimes that helps. Learn to eliminate obviously wrong answers. Let's say there's 4 possible answers, but you can eliminate at least one of them. Now there's only 3 to choose from. Perhaps you can eliminate 2 of them. Now you have a 50-50 chance that you might be correct, even if you're purely guessing. Those are a lot better odds than if you had 4 possible answers and you don't know which of the 4s it is. 7, take lots of practice tests and take them often. In other words, put yourself in a position where you take practice tests, you allow yourself a certain amount of time, maybe the same amount of time as the real test, the same number of problems, and just practice that to get a feel for what it's like when you do the real thing. And finally, start preparing early enough. Last minute cramming simply doesn't work. The brain has the ability to absorb information, to memorize things, and it does so by adding systematic, small amounts of bits more and more on an everyday basis. If you try to learn it all at once, unless you're an absolute genius that can just look at a book and just absorb it just like that, you're going to need time to get it all into your brain and understood, and you're comfortable with the material. So don't wait till the last minute. Start as early as you can. If there's a test in 2 weeks, don't wait till the night before to start studying. Try to start studying as early as possible. Work out your time schedule that way. So these are some very practical ways in which to prepare well for a test. That's, of course, the ideal world. Hardly anybody has the time and the discipline to do these kind of things all the time, but at least it gives you an idea that if you do these, you're going to be much better prepared to take that test and to do well on the test. So recommended, these are some of the things you might want to do before the test.
Love the way you do it.
And true enough, my wife just made sure I remembered that I was not the best of students. I did not have this kind of discipline, and that often I waited till the last minute to start testing, with the obvious results I did not always do as well as I could have done on the tests. So don't do as I did, do as I say. And that's a good motto in my case.